Dave Gettleman better be right. So I am getting texts from all my Giants buddies. The one that leapt out at me, our boy Jack G. Okay.
Oh, what did he say?
Who loves the Giants so much. He loves the Giants so much. When his, I think, second son was born, he put a sign. There's a picture of him because he was born by C-section. He's in the operating room, you know, with all the operating gear on it, holding his boy, and he put an Eagle Sucks sign in his newborn son's hand. That photograph exists. He mentioned the name Dave Brown. You remember Dave Brown?
I do remember Dave Brown.
Okay. Cerebral guy, small school, right?
Yeah.
And he did not perform very well. Dave Brown of the New York Football Giants. This was after it all went down from Duke. So you got Duke's own Dave Brown was the guy who never panned out to bridge the Parcells success to greater success from years on. So Daniel Jones has that. Is that fair? Of course it is not. It is not. What Daniel Jones what he's got is the Cutcliffe imprimatur. He's got the coach from Duke, who is, as David Shaw from Stanford, sitting next to me on the set last night, called him the greatest quarterbacks coach in America.
That's where Peyton Manning goes.
Peyton Manning swears by Cutcliffe from his Tennessee days. Everybody here in the state of Tennessee knows exactly who Coach Cutcliffe is. Cutcliffe is at the Manning camp. Eli, the Manning family adores this guy. And he's the one who's molded this young man to send him to the next level. It is not fair to just say, well, the last Duke quarterback that we chose crapped out so bad that this kid is going to also. It comes on the heels, however, of Landon Collins being able to walk. Don't franchise him. Just let him walk for a compensatory pick. And to trade Odell Beckham, last night and transfer that pick into Dexter Lawrence, a defensive tackle, to replace, I guess, Snacks Harrison, right?
I guess.
So you let all these guys walk, and then you trade up to take DeAndre Baker for your secondary. So you're replacing players that you've left that have left, and you got also Eli's successor. Will it work? I don't know. We can't sit here and say, no shot this works. The only issue is it's totally remaking the Giants. And you know how I always view things in terms of the movie Hoosiers, right?
Of course.
It's always, the movie Hoosiers always has something applicable.
It's perfect for life.
Right now, the Giants fan base are like the Hickory fans, screaming at Coach Dale for not having enough players on the floor. And Gettleman is Coach Dale waving his playbook.
Little play sheet.
His play sheet that's in his leather satchel. He's waving it at the fans saying, I got this.
Yep.
And he also sounds like as if Boston has sent the Manchurian general manager candidate to New York to screw it all up. He's talking about his quarterback. And to tell the Giants fans who are wondering if this guy knows what he's talking about, to say that he fell in love with him at the Senior Bowl in Alabama, because the eye test, I saw it, I liked on tape, and then I saw him in Alabama. I looked across that stadium in Mobile, and I fell in love with a quarterback. Oh, my God, Giants fans are freaking out. And I will say this, too.
They should be freaking out.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I will say this, too, to Jets fans who see all this happening and are thanking Gettleman for Sam Darnold because he chose Saquon Barkley last year, who Giants fans are fearful might turn into this generation's Barry Sanders. Amazing player, but the team stinks because they can't get the quarterback and the rest of the team right. And it's going to be years of watching this guy toil until he says, I'm retiring on you. I will tell Jets fans who are walking around this town in shirts that say, thanks, Giants.
They're very happy.
I saw somebody tweet at me today an NFL Shop screen grab, of a Jets jersey and the name Gettleman on the back. I will tell Jets fans, can we let Darnold and the Jets win some games before you spike the football in the face of the Giants fans? Can we see how it all plays out first, please? Jets fans are suddenly walking around with their chest puffed out like they got 6 rings like Brady. Please, have a little bit of self-awareness before you start saying the Giants don't know what the hell they're doing.
I mean, it doesn't look like they know what they're doing.
Look, you don't know. We have no idea. Daniel Jones can be terrific. This kid Baker could be a Pro Bowler. You know, anybody who's going to sit here and say that Clemson can't send a good defensive tackle to the pros is out of their minds, because last night we saw not 1, not 2, but 3 of them go in the first round, and we've never seen 3 defensive tackles from the same school go in the first round. We've seen first-round drafts go down without 3 defensive tackles taken, period. So pump the brakes, Jets fans especially. And before we get to Mike Silver, Al in Dallas is here on the Rich Eisen Show. Al, are you okay? Are you fine? Everything cool with you in Giantston? What do you got over there, Al?
Hey, Rich, you got a minute?
For you, I've got a minute. Yeah.
This is the greatest 2-year debacle I have ever seen, ever. This is not about Daniel Jones. This is about where Daniel Jones was drafted and how they let the Redskins off the hook. If you took a stud at 6, thinking that you wanted to get Daniel Jones, you would have forced the Redskins' hand to do something. Instead, you got Daniel Jones at 6, and you got Snacks Harrison at 17. That's not a full-time lineman. On top of what you did last year, this guy is a giant debacle and a disgrace. I am sorry. And I hope Daniel Jones is an all-pro Hall of Famer, wins a Super Bowls, but this is the biggest screw-up in Giant draft history. Dave Brown was a supplemental first-round pick. He was not a pick. This is a debacle, and every Giant fan should be outraged at what this guy did. This has been the last 6 years. Now I know what it's like to be a Jet fan. Now I know. This is a disgrace. And he cannot be let off the hook by the New York Post, by the Daily News. This is awful. I hope they treat the kid with respect. A 3-year plan. I mean, you got to be kidding me. And this is on top of Landon Collins. The organization traded up for Landon Collins and then let him walk, which they should have done. But you should have traded that pick last year at 2. You should have either drafted a stud at 6 and then made the Redskins trade up, and then you could have still got Haskins, or you could have traded up and got Jones. What a debacle.
Al, you've been calling into this show for almost 4 years. That's the number 1 call you've ever made, and you've set the bar very high for yourself, Al. I'm giving you a hug. I'm giving you a hug here from Nashville. Thanks for the call. When he hung up.
He just got off.
He's out.
Done.
He's going to go fly to New Jersey and find Gettleman.
He's disgusted.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.